back, my fellow YouTubers and my dedicated subscribers. This is your boy, Mike Agajanyan. Yep, you see the title, you see the thumbnail. This one is a little uncomfortable for me, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of speaking about world leaders, politics, and war, especially. But I've been following this incident that almost got us into a huge, I say it, and a lot of professionals who are involved with politics also say the same, that we almost had a World War III. And I'm speaking about the incident with US military seizing another oil tanker off of the Venezuelan ocean. And I guess the Russians were playing a little hide and seek with us. It was a close call. Just waiting for a few people to join, and we'll kind of get the ball rolling. Hope everyone had a wonderful, amazing Christmas and is enjoying the beginning of a 2026. I never try to go out of my lane with my videos. I try to stick to what I have been doing, but I figured this might be a good topic to kind of discuss and actually ask for my viewers' feedback and their knowledge of what they could explain of what the situation is. All right, all right. I know I kind of went on early. I was hoping to do it around 8:15ish, but with my kids, it's unpredictable. So I said I better go on now before they start their own war with me. Thank you for watching and thank you for joining. First and foremost, if you could hear me, give me a one. Give me a one if you could hear me. Hi everyone. Luke, that Carrie. Hello, hello. All right. Thanks, Luke. Oh man, cool hair. You guys like it? Actually, just got a nice cut, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. Um, man, I'm kind of in the worries here. Jesus Christ loves you, and the cross. That's right too. Pay the price for your. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you all. Thank you. Everyone have a hope. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Let's hit that like button. Let's spread this as much as we can. All right. If there are any experts in my live, tell me what you think with this close call. Love Jesus as well, Luke. Thank you, Luke. You guys are always helping me out. I appreciate you guys. I love Jesus as well. Um, what is going on with this fuel? God, man, my brain is freezing. The boats that U.S. has been seizing off of the Venezuelan water. Um, from what I understand, that the last one that they took away from the Russians had submarines with nuclear weapons, and it was a very close call to launching off World War III, from what the experts are saying. You know, in the beginning of what Trump was doing, I, I'm not a big politician. I follow, here and there, but I had no idea the game that he was playing with Ukraine's war and Russian war. I had zero knowledge of what he was trying to do. But now, understanding his Trump is understanding his um, mission behind all this, he has successfully brought Russia to its knees without us, thankfully, not a single U.S. military man or woman had to fight or get into a war with those cowards. So I was so confused because he keeps on preaching on live TV and social media that he's a friend with Putin and he's good friends. Putin is a smart guy and all this, you know, word salad. But on the other hand, he's providing massive weapons and providing support to Ukraine. I did not understand what his plan was, but now I think I'm coming to my senses. Correct me if I'm wrong. If there are any other people on this live right now who understand more about this, we pretty much destroyed Ukraine and Russia by engaging flames onto them, and they fought, and they're continuously fighting right now, destroying each other, their military, their life of loss of life that are happening on both sides is just ridiculous. But this was the only time that I think US was able to bring Russia to its by far most weakness that they've been since the fall of the Soviet era, and US has the upper hand now because we're straight up taking uh, their tankers, their oil tankers, right off the ocean water, and they can't do anything about it. If this was 8 years ago, this would not work out this way. Russia would not have backed down, especially with nuclear submarines. What what do you guys think the plan is here? Do you fully acknowledge that US played an amazing game? I don't know, politics. What do you think they did, and how did they get to this point where they're now doing everything that they want with Russia and China? Hi, thank you. I see you guys saying hi, hello. Every time I look down on the comments, I get distracted. So I apologize if I don't give you a shout out right away, but I see you. God of Frogs, hello, thank you. Trump is a clown. Yes, I understand. We do have everyone who loves him or hates him. But I'm not talking about Trump. It's not about Trump. This is more US and what our future looks and what our future is going to be in 10, 20 years from now. Is Venezuela part of US's plans to bring Russia and China down, or they just happen to be a victim of US's games? If you guys can hear me, please give me a one. Hit that one button. Give me that one if you can hear me, because I'm kind of worried. Last time I had some mic issues. If you could hear me right now, please give me a one, or even better, thumbs up. Thank you, thank you. Um, everyone good? We're still on. Thank you. All right, thanks, man. All right, thank you so much. How you guys doing? So, did Venezuela become a victim of U.S. and Russian games, or was this in the plans from day one? It's you hear, two sides of the story from the left and the right that this was not legally authorized to go ahead and kidnap or bring down president or a dictator. So I'm so confused. Was he a dictator or was he a legit president? Was he elected president by the Venezuelan people or was he a dictator? You know, it's so confusing because there's so much garbage on TV, especially mainstream news. You really don't understand what is going on. You're trying to get a hold of this whole mess that they're constantly throwing at us. But I have a good Venezuelan friend. Shout out to Leo, my boy. What's up, Leo? He says that the president of their country, or ex-president, was a disgusting human being. He was all about him and his family and his circle. There was no, I mean, zip zero care for the people of Venezuela. He did not care. From what my friend says, like I said, he was born and raised in Venezuela. He came to the States in his 30s. So he has a pretty good knowledge. But when you hear Americans and US speak, especially Democrats. They're saying he was an elected, legit president, but yet um, our senior citizen president, man, I'm not, having issues getting my words out of my mouth today. I'm not sure what's going on. But Joe Biden also. Hi, how you doing, my friend? Hello, hello. Um, thank you for your kind words. I try to be kind as much as I can. Um, I'm trying to understand, because the Democrats today are saying that Trump broke the rules. He was supposed to go get authorization by Congress and Senate, but he just made up his own mind to go and kidnap Venezuela's president. But yet, when you look at it, we go back, Joe Biden also had $25 million um, on his head. Whoever captured him would receive that, $25 million, and also had a lot of sanctions on Venezuela as a Democratic president, Joe Biden. So now Trump does this, actually goes and brings them and helps out, apparently, helps out the Venezuelan people. But now they're saying that Trump broke the rules and Trump is a dictator. So what in the world is going on? I'm so confused. I want to understand. I want you, who's watching me, who has any knowledge of our military or our structure of how we're supposed to do this, to make more sense for me, because I cannot listen to the news. It's ridiculous. You turn on Fox, they're going off the Democrats. You turn off CNN, they're going off on Republicans. Like, God damn it, make up your mind. What do you guys? What's going on? I don't care about what who's who is voting for who. I don't care if you're a Democrat, Republican, Independent. I don't care. I want to know what is good for our country's future. That's what my biggest concern is. So the way I'm seeing, and what U.S. just did, straight up took Russia's um, oil and its boat with it. This could have this There's no way that this would have been able to be completed the same exact way 8 years ago, because Russia was not in a war with Ukraine. Russia did not get destroyed in multiple different aspects. When I say destroyed, militarily, financially, physically, I mean, just the numbers that are coming out in December, they lost 30,000 men on because of that war. 30,000 soldiers died just in December. So what are we doing here? Was this a plan of our government to get Russia as low as possible, to now completely take over anywhere in the world? Which I'm thinking, I'm not the brightest and smartest when it comes to world and politics, especially the games that they're playing back and forth, but I do understand a little bit. And if this is the plan of U.S. military and U.S. government, I'm for it. Let's bring down our enemies. Whoever is against us, we need to destroy them, good or bad. I know it sounds horrible, and when I say destroy, I do not mean throw nuclears or anything against anybody. No, I don't want people to die. But this chess games that they're playing, it's amazing. If we could control the oil, amazing. If we could control parts of the world where we need direct access, or when or where we control our entrance and who enters and who exits, amazing. I'm all for that. Without, any heavy duty nuclears being tossed at one another. So that's why I want to kind of get on and speak live on YouTube with my peeps, with my dedicated subscribers and my followers, which if I have not mentioned, I appreciate you guys more than I could express. You guys mean the world to me by helping a brother like myself that is not an expert when it comes to editing and providing top notch Hollywood style videos. I do the best that I can, and I'm going to continue to do the best I can. And when I have loyal viewers, I'm grateful from the bottom of my heart. So thank you so much for always helping me out and liking my videos, sharing, and subscribing. But that's it. If you have not liked, shared, or not a subscriber, join now. Join Mike Agajanyan because I bring a lot of positivity. That is my goal, to do everything to spread some love, enough of hatred. So there are, I do have a lot of loyal followers. Every video I put, I see them commenting and liking and subscribing or sharing my videos. So and here's one of them right here. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you so much. Um, so with that said, we need to pray. We need to pray. We need to pray for our leaders, and it doesn't matter if they're Democrat or Republican, but we need to pray for our politicians to use the brightest of all to stand on their game and make sure that they do everything that's going to favor us Americans and America. And it sounds selfish, but you know what? At the end of the day, that's what that's what world leaders do. America did not become America overnight. America played every game that was offered for them to dominate, and that's why we are who we are today. We are considered to be a superpower, and we definitely did not become a superpower by allowing our adversary to bully us around, push us around, come to our backyard and control our oils and control our finances and our um, God given blessings that this world and God has given us to the land of America. So unfortunately, there are times where we have to be the police of the world. That's a phrase you guys want to use, or I hate to use this, but if we have to be the bullies, apparently. But we got to do what we got to do to make sure that our country stays on top of the world, be continuously to be the leaders and the powerful of everyone. China is making some serious moves. Russia was making some serious moves probably 8 years ago. Now they're out of the game. The day that simple military, such as what we did on Venezuelan water, are capable of taking Russia's oil tankers, they're done. It's a wrap because there's no way that the Russians would ever allow that to happen if this was 8 years ago. No way. And to be honest, I don't even think U.S. would have taken that risk to do that 8 years ago. So I am very grateful about these moves that Americans are doing. I want to go a little off topic. A couple of days ago, I'm a very fairly new member of another social media, TikTok, and I've never given TikTok a shot. So I wanted to, see how TikTok goes and how I could spread my love and my joy to TikTokers. And I was putting up some videos, and apparently, when you are a new member on TikTok, you'll get a lot of weird people sending you requests to join them. And when you look at their page, they're not normal people. These are, most of them are females. And I had probably 6 or 7 girls send me requests to join or to like their page. And the only thing that they were offering was nightlife. And I don't want to, get too detailed here, but girls trying to offer nightlife, and they're saying, "Come join my page now. Come join. Did you join? Did you join?" And they're constantly asking me to join their page. And every time I noticed it was something like that, I would close. What's up, Roger? What's going on, bro? I pray God bless you and the whole chat. Possible. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. World and love and peace and guidance, forgiveness. Nothing is impossible. Wow. Amen to that. God bless you. Thank you. I hope God blesses you as well. We just had an amazing prayer that was sent our way. And there's nothing more I ask in my life is for people to continue sending their prayers. That was amazing. Thank you, Raju. I appreciate it. Thank you. That was amazing, warrior. Amazing. Thank you for your prayer. Same to you and your family, my friend. If you have that kindness in your heart to send a prayer like that, I'm thankful from the bottom of my heart, and I send the same exact blessings to you and your family, my friend. So, let me get back to my situation with TikTok. So, I had all these weird offers to go in. Um, I don't remember the exact terminology that was used on TikTok. It's not to like or it's not subscribe on TikTok. It's another terminology that they use. And these girls kept on telling me to like like their page or join their page, join their page, join their page. And I noticed that all they're doing is trying to sell something that I'm not interested in. So I started to block few of those, and and it got so annoying to a point. I think it gives you an option that says if you want to block and report, and so I did block and report, and then uh, a TikTok came back after reviewing my request to block that person, and TikTok said, "Oh, after doing a thorough investigation, we didn't find anything that went against our guidelines of TikTok, so they didn't do anything wrong." But they're straight up annoying the heck out of me, so I could just go ahead and join or like their page, and their offer to me is, "Oh, are you lonely at night? Do you need a friend?" And they're selling. You understand what I'm trying to say? And it was so annoying, but so that was not an issue of them doing that to me. But I did one video of speaking about what happened with Venezuela and the US president back and forth. I didn't agree or disagree with US or Venezuela. I didn't say anything negative about Venezuela. I didn't say anything negative about US. But apparently for TikTok, that was a problem because I was speaking how I felt. What I felt was the right or the wrong, and there were no foul languages. There were no um, military terminologies used in it where there were, nuclear bombs or nothing. It was just a normal conversation, just what I always do. But apparently for TikTok, that was a problem. But when you had 6, 7 girls right away when I joined TikTok, they're sending me a request to join their page, and they're offering, nightlife for me. They're saying, "Yo, let's have sex. Let's meet up if you want to have sex." And I'm like, "What the hell?" So I blocked those people and I reported that. Look, I don't want this type of viewers to come on my channel. But for TikTok, that was not a problem. All because I've said some things about U.S. and Venezuela, and I posted on TikTok. Apparently, that was a problem for TikTok. I don't understand who controls TikTok this day and age. I know at one point it used to be owned by China, but it's very frustrating how I could speak my mind and I'm just being pure and honest about what I felt. That was an issue for TikTok, but girls offering, you know, to work at night is not a problem. Someone could make sense that. So if you could make sense of what I just said, please help me out because it doesn't make any sense for me. If any of you guys have seen my most recent videos on YouTube, my shorts, let me know if you guys like the strategy and the voiceovers and how you like for the videos to continue. Recently, to be honest, some of my videos have dropped in views, And when I did some research, I guess YouTube checks out 3 or 4 videos, and if they're similar videos, pretty close, I use the same audio, but of course it's different meanings. Apparently, YouTube will kind of slow down the spread of your videos because they look like they're the same videos. And I didn't know that, and that was a kind of a new learning process for me, which is okay, no problem. So now I gotta find new and different, more exciting ways to get my word out without using the same exact voiceovers. And they don't like that I'm doing, I guess, the same. And it's not the same location that I use. I go to hundreds of different locations across California, across Los Angeles, not California. I use beautiful views and settings, but when two videos look like they're on the same, they were shot at the same location. YouTube things that you kind of change the voiceover and you use the same clip, and you're just being lazy. Apparently, they don't want you to get lazy, which I respect that, which is kind of understandable. But it kind of slowed down my views. It's not hitting the thousands like it used to. But hopefully, um, I'm learning some new things on CapCut. It's a cool editing app. So I'm going to be throwing different views and different looks and different sounds. Um, Today is Friday, so by Tuesday or Wednesday, I should have some new videos coming out on my YouTube. By the way, if you are not a member, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube page, please do not miss out on some of the most amazing. Hello, hello, how you doing? Alicia, did I say it right? So by Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm learning, like I said, this new editing app. It's new for me. It's been around for some time now. Um, CapCut. Um, 'Cause I got to get more uh, skilled on editing. I'm not too strong when it comes to editing, but this CapCut is really, really, really helping me out. So if you have not checked out my shorts, I highly recommend for you guys to go and check them out. If you have not, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm not even trying to grow a beard, but I guess kind of fly, huh? It's working with me. Yeah, so CapCut, man. But the only thing I don't like about CapCut is as soon as you put up a video with CapCut, it automatically says, edit it on CapCut. So I'm not sure if that's okay by YouTube's guidelines, because they're so strict. It's like, you don't want to do anything, especially if you're a new YouTuber. You definitely do not want to use someone else's clips, which I see so many people do, and I don't know how they get away with it. I could care less. I'm gonna be my own. I don't need to use other people's work to grow my channel. I'm a small channel for now, and I'm gonna stay loyal to myself and use my own creation because I honestly love um, the whole filming, editing, um, voiceovers. I actually used to do some voiceovers professionally. It was amazing. I've done some things. Um, Most famous thing that you guys would probably know is feature film The Longest Yard, Transformers, Spider-Man 3, NCIS. I did a whole scene on NCIS, but then I guess they had issue with the voice, so I was called back to do some voiceovers. So I love doing voiceovers overall, but it's a little more complicated when you don't have a full editing system. And CapCut is really helping me out with that, and I'm learning on CapCut. So hopefully sooner than later, I'll be providing more and more unique edits, my own videos, and my own voice. I don't need to use anyone else's voice because I got a better voice than everyone else almost on this YouTube. So I'm going to be using my voice. No more borrowing someone else's dialogue. And CapCut is going to be helping me out with that. So we'll see. Coming soon. If you have not liked, hit that like button. If you are not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. You're gonna help me a lot. I am so close to hitting that 1,000 mark. I gotta hit that 1,000 mark. It's just around the corner. I believe I'm at 720, 722 or something like that. You have not tried this flavor, vitamin water, and you must. It's one of the best flavors. Tropical citrus must always be available for your road trip. Do not hesitate to purchase your next vitamin water, especially tropical citrus. Thank you, Mike Agajanyan. I authorize this ad. Well, jokes aside, but they got me, man. They got me with this vitamin water. I'm addicted. It is one of the most tasteful, most energetic, refreshing flavors I've ever tried. Marlboro, made for real men. I'm doing all kinds of ads. I'm practicing. I got a couple of commercials coming up, a couple of auditions, I should say, not a couple of commercials. God willing, they're going to turn into commercials. So I'm starting back with my agent, and I just hired a new commercial agent. So we'll see how that goes. I miss that industry like no one's business. I used to wake up at 4:30 in the morning with a smile on my face. I don't think I've ever done in my life, work related, job related, that made me so that brought me so much joy. You know, a lot of us have real jobs, we all go to work, and some of us do what we do because we have to. But being in the film industry and knowing that you have a call time at 5 o'clock in the morning and you're getting up at 3 in the morning to get ready to go to the set is one of the most amazing feelings on this planet, at least for me. And I took a long hiatus, long hiatus. Got married, had kids, things had to take a break, and now I'm starting back, baby. Mike Agajanyan is coming back with some vengeance. They used to call me the filthy animal. What's up, filthy animal? Money flip around with me, homie. That's right. Those were the days. I did a nice scene at the Playboy Mansion with the TV show. I was hired by Entourage. Yeah, I believe it used to be on HBO. Was it either HBO or Showtime? But it was a very popular show back then. It was called Entourage. There was a scene that took place at the Playboy Mansion, and out of, I think, 800 people that they saw, me and 25 people were elected or hired to do the scene. Oh man, so much fun back then. I think one of my coolest set experiences was once on a set of a Diet Dr. Pepper commercial. It was it was a it was a Super Bowl commercial, that I know for sure. And two of the main stars that they had on, was one of them was Puff Daddy, and there was another famous person. I believe he was also a rapper. Anyways, it was Puff Daddy. Supposedly, he was in this. He was in this soda delivery truck, the ones that have the side refrigerators, and the soda truck pulls up. and they're unloading a whole bunch of different types of sodas. And yeah, I was lucky enough to get hired on that, and had one of my best experiences on set doing that commercial. It was a 3-day shoot, and it was, it, when you are on set, or just not only on set, but when you're working, and when you're at work, but it doesn't feel like work. I tell you, you're a lucky human being. That is the ultimate trick in this life, to find something that you truly enjoy doing. Not only that you get paid for doing what you are there for, but you're actually enjoying what you're doing. That is winning the lottery in this life. For me at least, that's what I've experienced. Being on set for me was one of the most amazing feelings I've ever had. But and then on top of that, you were making great money. You were making great money. You were enjoying your job that you were hired to do. It was priceless. It was amazing. What was like, I think 6 months ago or so, my kids were watching some Disney show called Jesse. I completely had forgotten about that um, show that I even worked on. It's a small scene in the beginning. I play as a cab driver, and I'm taking the main character somewhere in the cab, and supposedly she forgets her money, and she offers to pay me with TikTok, like the Mint TikTok. She goes, "Oh, I forgot my wallet. Do you take TikTok?" And then I throw her out of the cab. Yeah, my kids just happened to be watching Disney, and that episode was airing, and they saw their dad, and they had no idea that I ever did that in my life, and they were so surprised and happy that they were that they saw their dad on one of their favorite TV shows. Man, small world, time goes around. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying. If you are not a subscriber, please help a brother out. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. I'm so close. And I know by end of January, by God's blessings and by all of you who have helped me to get to this point, for those big time YouTubers, this is a small, you know, uh, ladder for them. This is not even a ladder. This is just a little stepping stool for them. But for me, it's giving me the hope and the dedication to continuously do what I'm doing with YouTube to grow my channel. We really got off topic today, but you know what? That's how I do it. I don't like to stay on one topic. I hate to just only do one topic videos. I like to spread the love on different topics. Um, Not only that I end up educating myself, but I also love to provide any extra knowledge that I possibly can to my viewers. So for all of you guys who have always jumped on and helped me out, I always say I'm thankful and I appreciate you guys. Pardon me. Almost 8:36. It is 8:36. I'm gonna say good night and stay safe. Never forget that in this world, no matter how lonely things get for you are never alone as long as you have your faith with the man upstairs. Once you are able to build your relationship with God, there's nothing else in this world that anyone could close doors in front of you. And with that said, never forget to give your appreciation, give your love and dedication to God, especially days that we are living in some rough times. It's very rough. But I know things are going to get better, not only for us as a nation, because That is my only concern right now. We're so separated from one another. We're literally split in half. If you're a Trump fan, then the Democrats hate you. If you're a Democrat, Republican. And I hate that. I hate the fact that our nation has come to this point where politicians cannot even sit as human beings, as adults, as as people who we have voted for them to be in office and what for them to do the right work for us, to have that peace of mind, to know that at least our government is at a normal place with their with their love towards one another. Forget about love. How about just simple respect towards one another? We have completely lost that. It's so bad that they can't even speak to one another without offending each other. And that those are our politicians that you and I voted in, and that's my only fear. But you know what? Did I just use the word fear? I apologize. We don't have no fears because we have faith. It's This is a shout out to an amazing, amazing human being, but at the same time, a businessman and a podcaster and a YouTuber. I don't know what title to give him. I have so much respect for this man. Patrick Pat David. He always says this. He advertises this. This is his logo, his uh, shirts and hats. Faith over fear is such a strong, strong meaning. What are my pronounces? I don't even know what pronounces are. I'm a man. That's what I am. I've never got into the pronounces, my brother, so I don't know what that means. I'm a man. I was born as a man. I live. I'm gonna live as a man, and I'm gonna die as a man. I don't know anything else. Is that what is that supposed to mean? Pronounces. Honestly, I never entertained that. I ignore all that nonsense. What are your pronounces, or what is that person, or who's that person? You see me, right? What do I look like? A man. I'm a man's man. So that's who I am. Yeah. Hope that answered your question. But yeah, back to what I was trying to say. Having faith and dedication and not being selfish is what's going to allow us to come out of this hatred that the politicians, to be frank, have created for the average citizen. Because us normal people get along with I get along with my neighbor, I get along with my colleagues, I get along with everybody. I could care less if they're Democrat or Republican. They're a human being. That's what I look at. Are they a normal human being? They're a normal human being. Perfect. And you could come around me. You could get you. I could allow you to come into my circle. But there's so much bullying and hatred coming down from politicians. Just recently with this whole incident that happened in Minnesota. I mean, that thing was they someone lost a life, and the governor of that state is asking people who live in his state to get out and fight back. How do you want people to fight? Someone just lost a life. Are you trying to say go and kill someone else? What are you trying to say? Fight back? There's no fighting, man. Stop telling people to fight each other. I don't care if you're in a blue state or a red state. There's no need to fight. Who are you gonna fight? You're fighting your own people. When I get into those topics, I get very frustrated. It's just, and then the sad part is that you have people who will actually follow their lead. They will listen to what they're saying, and they'll go out in there and, God forbid, they'll take someone's life, just like that. I mean, that lady, I don't know what her situation was. I don't know why she was there. And they say apparently she has kids, which is devastating. On top of that, she's gone. That's it. She lost her life, all because of what? Of who? the governor, the mayor, because they were trying to protest legal or illegal ICE raids. Well, guess what? Now that governor is at home with his family, enjoying his life. But that lady is gone. No one could bring her back. But unfortunately took in so much of the hatred that was coming from the politicians that she figured now she needs to take on this fight. So she's the one that's going to go save the day by blocking. Apparently, is what they're saying, right? Or what the videos are showing. By her taking those steps, she was fed up with politics and politicians telling her that fight back, don't allow ICE to enter our city, this is our state, no, 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 we're going to fight these people. Well, she's gone, and I guarantee you not a split second crossed her mind when she leaves today to go and fight ICE agents, or forget about, I apologize, let's rephrase that word, to go out and protest ICE agents, and her life was going to be taken. Not even a split second crossed her mind that that could have happened, and now it's too late. Right after her passing, that same mayor, was it the mayor or the governor, goes on live TV and says, "There's more. All right, now we need to go and take our streets back." You just led the same irresponsible information to your citizens, and a lady lost her life. That was not enough. Now you're going to go and double down on the same nonsense. You're telling more people to go and take on the ICE and federal agents. What are you guys doing? I don't get it, man. The way I'm translating this is, so Democrats and Republicans hate each other. Well, there's blue state and red state. Okay. So that means the governor of that state is fighting Republicans with his own citizens who live in his state. Does that make sense to you guys? I hope I don't want to get too confusing. So by him hating Trump, he's leading on his citizens to go and protest, to cause harm, ICE agents who obviously are there because of Trump and the border czar's orders. Correct? Correct. Now she lost her life. Who's going to replace her? There's no replacing her, right? There's there's no money in the world. There's nothing in this world that could bring this lady back. A woman, a mother of two. By the way, my deepest condolences to her and her family. I have no idea who she is. It's so sad that I don't even remember her name. All I know is that she lost her life. Because of what? Because of her stupid governor and mayor told their citizens to go and fight ICE agents. Again, not fight, but protest. Cause issues. Cause unnecessary issues for those agents who, again, who am I to judge, or why are people so hard on them? They're just doing their job, for crying out loud. Agree or not agree, they're doing their job. Why are these people treated so bad? Why are they looked down on so low? Why? They they are just following their bosses, their border czars' orders, right? For you to go and spit it on their face or to throw rocks or bottles. Again, I feel like the people who are continuously and forever, this is gonna continuously happen, it's not gonna change forever, it's been like this, it's gonna stay like this, and it's gonna continue like this. The people who lose are the average citizens. It's the normal father, working mother, son, someone's daughter, neighbor. They're the ones who are going to lose this war, not the politicians, not Donald Trump, not the vice president, not a senator, not a congressman. No one is going to be affected by this except the family who lost their daughter and the mother. But yet, our politicians still go on live news and TV, promote for us to go on the streets and take our streets back. It's my street, cool, but it's you that I put you in office for you to do that. It's your job to go and get our streets back. If you think our streets are taken over by someone else, why are you sending out the average citizen to go and get your streets back? It's disgusting. This is what I'm talking about. This country has come to such a hatred point in American history. I don't remember. Maybe the Civil War that happened here. I'm sure that was pretty wild. It was pretty bad. The hatred level had to be uh, 20, 30 times higher than what we're seeing now. But it's like going to the same route. Like you don't see any light down that tunnel the way that we're going. It's just hating one another, Democrats and Republicans. And one side is telling the other side to go and fight and take the streets back, and the other side is telling the other guys, go fight, take the streets back. No, you go and take the streets back without fighting. How about that? Mr. Governors, Mr. Mayors, get out of your comfortable office and go shake hands and look at people that are across the aisle, and you bring the streets back if you think that we've lost our streets. I mean, this is ridiculous. How do you lose your streets when you have federal agents doing their job? That's considered losing your streets? I don't know. Or does that mean because it's a blue state, there's too many Republicans? That means you lost your streets to Republicans or vice versa? They're Americans, man. What are you talking about? They're your own people who has a different belief in politics. That's not your enemy. Democrats or Republicans, they're not my enemy. They're my people. They're they're I don't know how else can we how else can I express or what I think there's absolutely has to be a different approach to this because if you noticed by us following politicians orders, it does not end up beneficially for nobody on our side. And when I say on our side, I mean the average citizen. Nobody. You're either going to end up in prison, or God forbid, you're going to lose your life or get injured, which is not a winning situation for nobody. Most definitely not for the hardworking Americans. So I ask for you guys. Doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat. Doesn't matter if you're white, black, Armenian, Asian, Caucasian. It does not matter. Love your citizens. Don't allow our government to brainwash us to that level where if I see a Democrat or a Republican, that automatically they're my enemies. They're not my enemies. They're my God given, God's children. Because you're here on this planet because of God and love. So I'm not going to look at you as an enemy. No way. I wish I'm able to get my point across in the most simple way as possible. I know it's complicated because they made it complicated. But yet, deep down my heart, I know that people unfortunately don't think the way I think. They honestly, some of them do look at each other as enemies just because they voted on the other side of the aisle for another politician. The way that this has turned into the way they've turned this into is for us to hate each other. If you have not hit that like button, I'm asking you as a brother, hit that like button, help my video, help my life. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. It's absolutely free. Hit that like button and help me out. And if you share the same concerns, please let me know in the comments. If you're a Democrat or you're a Republican, do you hate the opposite of the aisle? Do you honestly hate them? I hope not. Because sadly, we did witness what hate looked like, what hate could bring as a woman losing her life, a mother. Did my audio go out again, or I'm checking it? I have a cool setup here. But bam! You see the mic? There's the mic. So if you could hear me, this thing was acting up last time I went live. Hit that one. Give me a one, or hit that like button if you could hear me. Nice place. Good. Thank you. If you could hear me, hit that one. If you have not hit the like, please hit the like. Wow, it says if you want to hide this message, hide the message. No, I don't want to hide the message. It doesn't say anything bad. Bunch of burgers, tacos, and fruit. Okay. Do you have kids? Yes. Yes, I do have kids. Sorry, man, I didn't see your messages because it was blocked by YouTube. It was up to me to authorize for that comment to show. And I don't know why that was such a big problem, or why YouTube decided to hide that comment. But I just saw your comment. I apologize. It says, I can't hear you. No sound. I cannot hear you. Can you hear me now? If you could hear me, press 1. If you cannot hear me, press 2. If you could hear me, press 1. If you cannot hear me, press 2. Okay, still cannot hear me. All right, give me 1 second. If you could hear me, press 1. Can you hear me? Oh, you could hear me. I just saw that. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have taken off the mic. Still no sound? Because I see that. No, I can't hear you. What is going on? Still no sound. Give me 1 second. Can you hear me now? Hit 1, 1, 1, or 2. I don't know much sign language, so I hope you guys could hear me. is going on? All right. Can you hear me now? Is is the sound back? Back with the sound. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me go check something else real fast. Let me see what's going on with this sound. Where's your phone? Your sound is off. How? How did I turn the sound off? It was working fine. Okay. All right, let me know. Now you can hear me, yeah. Thanks for all that stress, bro. You're funny. You funny guy. Now you can hear me, yeah. Thanks for all that stress, bro. Man, now I'm completely lost, bro. Why'd you mess me up like that, man? I gotta, let's see. Man, now I'm completely lost, bro. Why'd you mess me up like that, man? I gotta, let's see. Not cool, bro. Not cool. I got two things set up over here. All right. So back to Minnesota. That was cold, Cube. That was not called for, Cube. Not cool, man. You thought you were the only one on my live and you could play games, huh? Hey, listen, it's all good. That's how things work sometimes. But I appreciate you. At least hit that like button, man. Hit that like, Cube. You made me work so hard, man. Come on. Who's this other funny one? There's so many characters today. Check it out, Cube. How you like that? Like that. Go ahead. Tell the brother you can't hear me. Go ahead, tell the brother you can't hear me. All right. Dang, how long has it been? 65 minutes I've been on. All right, better call it a night. Call it a night. Stay safe out there. Pray every day. Don't let the devil in. Always be appreciative of all the small, big blessings. Life is too short. Live your life like a hawk, baby. As my grandfather would say, too blessed to be stressed. Say it, but don't abuse it. Mike Agajanyan is out. God willing, things will get much better, and we'll be speaking about more positive and more blessings on our next live. Today we had a lot of different topics, but you know what? It is what it is. It's a, I guess the heart heartbreaking of all was the shooting that took place in Minnesota. There's some things that you wish that people don't go through, families don't go through. But as long as politicians are playing these nasty games towards one another, it's never gonna stop. I'm hoping that this is a Trump hatred, nothing more, nothing less, and it's not so engraved in their soul that they're gonna continue this in the future. Sending you my love and respect and my prayers. God bless and stay safe. Till we see each other on the next one. Like a Agajanyan is out.